Hello, I'm Saman Anjum. I'm the group leader of the Global Poverty Project, and today I'm here to interview Ms. Nisa along with my team members Hanan, Rashid, and Shadadi Mehak Kamal. So, hello, Nisa, can you hear me?
Yes, hello. Yes, I can hear you. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are
How are
you,
you
Nisa?
guys? We're good. How's everybody? How are all of you?
We're
I'm really
fine.
glad to be part of this project, and I think it's a really great initiative that you guys have taken, and a lot of people need to be aware about this, and it's really, really good, and I'm really proud of you guys,
Thank
Thank
and
you.
I'm
you.
glad to be part of this.
So, Nisa, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. I am Nisa Rashid, and I used to study in TWS as well, and I have moved to Hungary, Debrecen. I'm a second year medical student studying at the University of Debrecen, and I am really glad to be part of this today.
So, Nisa, I have some questions for you related to poverty, which is our main topic.
Yes,
So my,
I
so
am.
my first question for you is that what are your thoughts about poverty? Like, what are your thoughts on poverty?
Uh, it's a really, really big problem in today's. It's a growing problem, and it's not. There's no current solution to it. A lot of people are not aware about it, and a lot of young people are not aware that it's such a growing problem. And it's not just the financial problem that is part of. Poverty is not just financial. It's about people who lack education, who lack a mindset, or who lack the opportunity. It's more about lack of opportunity that creates poverty than the lack of money, I feel, because with opportunity comes money, and that I feel like we need to open new doors for people who cannot open the doors for themselves, and I feel like everybody needs to work for it. And it's a really big problem that we are trying to avoid, that we need to face, and we need to do it as a whole. Like, the whole world needs to stand together, and that's why it's a really good project, because a lot of people aren't aware. A lot of young people who can help are not aware about these
Yes.
problems, because everyone's. Yeah.
So, Nisa, what do you think that to what extent does poverty affect the economic growth of a country?
I think it affects it to a very, very large extent. Imagine there are 3 billion people in a city, but out of the 3 billion, 1.5 are poor, cannot contribute to the economic growth of the country. And they weigh down on the country. Imagine if those 1.5 billion people could contribute to the economy, the economy would boost up so much, but those 1.5 billion people do not have anything to contribute. So I feel like it's a major factor in determining the economic growth. If a country has more poor people than earning, or like rich people technically, then obviously it's going to be affecting the country.
Okay,
Okay.
how does unemployment take part in poverty? Like, what do you think? How does it? How does unemployment come to poverty?
I don't think this is a really complicated answer. If you do not have a job, you do not have money. If you do not have money, you do not have the way to earn, or the way to provide for your family, to provide for yourself. You cannot fulfill your basic needs, and that leads to poverty. And this is the main issue, I guess, that there are people who are qualified, overqualified, but they do not get the jobs. That's where I come back to my first point, where I was like, opportunity. It's not about the money. It's about not having the opportunity to express yourself. There are people I know who have worked so hard, who have degrees, who have the highest possible degree, but they are unemployed because they don't have the opportunity, because we do not have the scope right now in many of the countries these days. And that's one part of the story, where there are educated people and they do not have employment, and the other part of the story is where there are uneducated people, because it's like a cycle. It's a positive feedback loop that keeps playing. There is no education, therefore there are no jobs. There is no job, therefore there is no money. There is no money, therefore there is no education. It's a job. Like, it all starts with having no money, no education, no job, and it plays a big role in enhancing poverty, basically.
Okay, so what do you think? To what extent does poverty affect crime?
To a large, not to a large extent, to an extent, to a significant extent, it does affect crime because desperate times lead to desperate measures, and when there are people at home that you need to look after and feed, it makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do, and this it does offer a hand, especially in the kind of crimes that offer people money and would offer a comfortable or a different lifestyle that a different lifestyle than they are leading, then that obviously will enhance the crime rate automatically. But not all crimes are because people are poor. It's some people are just twisted. But yes, it does to a certain degree affect, not to a certain, to a very large degree affect crime rate. And this is why we need to take a step to stop it, to not to stop it, to reduce the levels so that along with that we reduce the crime as well, because if everybody has what they need, if they're employed, they're getting educated, they have their comfortable lifestyle, I feel like this will take down the crime rate because educated people and everybody will be satisfied. It's not that black and white, but it's a step.
Right. Okay. So, what do you think? How is the country contributing to reduce poverty?
Improve your education systems. Make it a point that every child gets educated, because the children, the young generation is our future, and if our future is educated and if our future knows the difference between right and wrong, if our future can be helped in any way, then we can save the world and we can hope to reduce poverty. And the first step the governments need to take is make sure that their youngsters, their children are getting educated, because they're the ones that will be contributing and making a change and making a difference in the world. I feel like that's one of the most important steps that anybody can take. Also, trying to help those that are poor, providing better lifestyles for them, maybe providing jobs. Okay, there are uneducated people, but there are educated people who are poor as well. So help them, provide them, give them opportunities, and this is one of the ways I feel.
Right. So, what do you think? This is my last question, but what do you think? How do we help the victims of poverty all around the world? Not only just any specific, but all around the world.
How do we help them? I feel like, well, we can, what we usually do is give them temporary help, giving them charity. Yes, it's a good thing. We give them clothes, we give them food. Yes, all of it is good. I am not against that. But what about what my whole point from the start of this interview till the end of it will be the opportunity we need to provide them. We need to give them the opportunity. We need to give them a permanent solution. Yes, the food, but the food will last 2 months. They need food again. The clothes will last some time. They need it again. We need to provide them the opportunity. We need to put their kids in school. We need to give them jobs. We need to give them a stable lifestyle, a stable household, some everyday stable lifestyle. They need stability in their lives, and we can only do that by providing them opportunities, by helping them out somehow, that they can lead their own lives independent of us helping them all the time. I That's my whole point, I guess,
Right.
at the
So,
end.
what is the one word that comes to your mind when you hear the word poverty?
One word. It's very difficult. I guess it would be grief. I guess that's the first word that came in my mind, because it brings a lot of grief to not just people facing it, but the people who cannot do anything about it and who just have to look at it. And obviously the people dealing with it as well. It's very sad, and it's something that we all should stand against and help as much as we can.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
guys,
much,
and
Anita.
I really hope that you guys can create the awareness, and I hope this project goes a long way, and I wish you all the luck, and let me
Thank
know if I
you.
can do anything to help you guys, and best of luck, guys. It's a really good project, and I wish you all the luck.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.